Hello, everyone. My name's Tony Anderson. I'm one of the faces of epilepsy. That's Bob James. I didn't ask him if I could use his song. It's called Heads. This album, I really like it. But I'm playing it so I can read this story. Of course, it's one of my pieces of art. It's called Migraine. I love it. All right, I'm gonna read this story right here. It's called Raid to a Roach. After I sold my third book to a deacon at church, my cousin told him I could sell ice to an Eskimo. The deacon said, "Yeah, but can you sell Raid to a roach?" I had never heard that before. So I said, "I've sold mud to a hog and a cat to a dog. I've sold freedom to a jail and water to a well. I've sold a gun to a nun and an eye to a ball. I've sold a scream to a yell and a hammer to a nail. I've sold a heel to a shoe and a finger to a hand. I've sold dirt to soap and moth to a zoo." The deacon said, "Yeah, I'm sure that was hard to do. Not really, because I sold stank to a hog and a gribbet to a frog. I sold some pimples to some faces and some spaces to some braces. I sold a foot to a toe and a tongue to a mouth. I sold a lot to a little and some dust to some clean. I sold some large bloomers to some small bikinis and 2% milk to how now brown cow, if you know what I mean. I sold a rabbit to a turtle and a bull to a cow. I sold fingernails to toenails. I even sold argyle to a sock and water to a balloon. I sold air to a fryer and hot to a stove. I sold cold to a freezer and runny to a nose. I sold a circle to a square and a dip to a hip. I sold a crack to a window and some wrinkle to some cream. I sold a wing to a bird and a cloud to a storm. I even sold happy to me. And that was a hard thing. I sold a slip to a fall and some paint to a wall. So I have to admit, Brother Deacon, of all the sales I've made, selling Raid to a Roach is on my bucket list today. Have a great rest of your day. I love y'all. Please pray for me, please. Be good.